Hey folks, a slight breeze today, so hopefully it doesn't interfere with the video, but it's been a while. I've been wanting to make a video, but I haven't been going out. I haven't done anything at all, and I've been sleeping days. I can't keep showing my tour on the trail because that's going to get boring really fast, showing the same thing over and over. But I haven't been going out, and the weather suddenly turned cool and rainy. Not bad today. There's quite a bit of cloud up there, but that's not too bad. It kind of looked like it was going to rain a little bit earlier, but it didn't. Now the sun's starting to come out. As you can see, I'm wearing a jacket. My chicken is clucking. So it's 16 degrees today. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll stick that up here. It's pleasant. I don't feel cold. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I need my jacket. Just a sweater. But like I said, I haven't been doing anything. So, just dealing with stuff on my computer. And in the evenings, I go over to the neighbor's house and sit with him for a bonfire for about 4 hours. Come home, do more work on the computer, go to bed, sleep all day. Rinse and repeat, right? It's crazy. I have my window mostly closed right now because it's so cold at night. It doesn't heat up in the daytime, so it just, the airflow comes through and chilly. So it went down to 6 last night. A couple nights it's gone down to 7. 6 last night. That was the coolest I've seen so far. But I think this is Friday. Yeah, this is Friday. I think tomorrow it's supposed to start warming up. Next week looks like it's going to be back up in the 20s. 26, I think, is the highest I saw. So, a little bit more. But it's supposed to stay like this till mid-September. And then we'll probably get our summer, or September summer again like we normally do. We'll just kind of go from there, I guess. So a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, we had a hot Halloween. And it was like, I don't remember if I was wearing a shirt or if I was shirtless, but shorts at least anyways. Halloween day, out for a tour. nice if that happened again this year. A little extra time to make up. I can't believe summer's over already. Almost. Less than a month. But the goldenrod is blooming. I noticed that, not last time I was down here, but probably 2 or 3 trips before that, I noticed it was starting to bloom. I was like, oh no. Not yet. But the summer went by so fast. Real summer, finally. Nice hot summer. Of course, you know, if you watch the news, it's an abnormal summer because it's hot. But no, this is what we used to get all the time. It's about time we got one again. I've missed it. I can't think of anything right now. Anything else to talk about, but I'm sure there's more. There was probably a couple weeks ago I wanted to make a video. There's a bunch of things I wanted to talk about and it never happened. And I have no idea what that was now, what I wanted to talk about. I had to go out today because our little miniature store, corner store, the lady's going on vacation for this next week. So I gotta grab a few things before I need them. And I gotta stop at the post office. Oh, I know one thing I can talk about. The WavePad program that I use, I just lost my train of thought. To make the waveform for my fire department videos. That's a subscription. And I pay, I think I'm not sure what the actual price is, but it costs me $23 every 3 months. Yeah, quarterly, so every 3 months. And I go through PayPal. It normally gets charged to my card, like, you know, it always does. So I had a big expense beginning of this month, so I don't have a whole lot of money on my card. So the last $100 I had in the bank, I stuck on the card. So I had like $4, I think, in the bank. Well, PayPal, for whatever reason, decided to charge my bank account instead of my card. I have no idea why. It's always been applied to the card. So, of course, the bank rejected it because there wasn't enough money there. So now I have a $48 NSF charge. So this month's subscription, instead of $23, cost me $70. I am not impressed. I was so angry when I saw that last night. Because I saw the payment come off my card, and then I get an email from PayPal stating that my, how was it worded? Something like the bank rejected or something. I said, what? I saw it come off my card. What's that got to do with my bank? So apparently after the bank didn't accept it, it went to the card. Well, it's supposed to go to the card anyway, so I just $48 friggin' dollars. It was a $23 charge minus the $4 I had in the bank. You know, $19. So it cost me $48 because there's $19 not there. It just, I don't know, it's a ridiculous charge anyways. $48 friggin' dollars. It's bullcrap. I could get overdraft protection, but then I gotta pay extra every month for that. They already have enough friggin' charges and fees for everything. Charging me to use my own money, right? So I don't go for all that extra because I normally don't have any problem. Like I say, this charge normally comes off my card, not out of my bank. So I go into the payment section of PayPal, and yep, sure enough, bank account's primary. Well, it was never primary before. I don't know why it changed, so I got to keep an eye on that, make sure it doesn't happen again. And I'm having a lot of fun trying to update my phone number, because I have a new carrier now. I'm not sure if I talked about that. I'm not on our family plan anymore. I'm on my own. And because there's money owing on the other account, I couldn't transfer my phone number, which I wanted to do because a lot of it is I use it for logging into different things, so it's been a real pain trying to get that all updated, trying to remember which one have I done and which one I haven't done yet, and but my new number is easy to remember. It's 2 palindromes. So the prefix, or area code and prefix, is the same number reversed, and then the last 4 digits is a 4-digit number that's also reversed. Same forwards and backwards. 2 palindromes. Made it really easy to remember. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh crap, it's going to take a while to remember that. Then I realized, oh, okay, maybe not. So if you don't know what a palindrome is, it's well, in this case it's numbers, but basically it's a word that reads the same forward and backwards, like race car. You spell race car backwards, it's still spelled race car. That's a palindrome. So my phone number is 2 of those, which makes it real easy to remember. That's all I can think about at the moment. So I just got here, so I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to continue on, and when I get to the ball diamond, if I can think of anything else to talk about, I'll continue from there. sit here and look out over the farmer's field. It's a little bit windier here, so hopefully you can hear me okay. It's always windier here. So, I thought of something I never talked about when I was down the trail. Something kind of important. Down near the end, we get that four-wheeler path that goes up into the bush. And I've been talking about that, trying to find out who owns it, if it's private property or if it's public property. So, the bylaw guy here, / fire chief, told me that it's probably Maitland Valley property there, if it's a floodplain. But up on the hill, there's a place out on the highway. The guy was going to put a trailer park down in there, and I'm not sure if he did or if he was just planning to and never did. I looked at it on the map, and there's places there for trailers to park, so I don't know if he followed through with it or not. But I think it was the last time I was down there, actually. I was sitting down there taking a break, and I could hear an ATV coming through that path. And then it stopped, and I could hear a chainsaw going, so he's cutting a tree. And then he continues on and comes down the trail. So it wasn't a four-wheeler, it was a six-wheel gator. So he stopped, and we're talking for a bit. And I asked him, because he came down that trail, I asked him about it. Turns out that's his property. He owns that property. So I now have permission to go up there. He doesn't have a problem with that. And he told me if I go up further, there's a pond up there. I can sit by the pond because it's all open. I said, well, that's kind of cool. So I think I'll do that. But I gotta fix the monster steering still. It's just not happening yet, right? Because it's getting worse. It's like it's all over the place. It's really hard to keep the monster in a straight line. I don't want to be going through a rough path, with the steering like that. I gotta get that fixed. But it's that time of year that I kind of scramble to get ready for winter every year. And it's also that time of year when my illness comes back worse, and I'm kind of scared now because I'm in rough shape now. I don't want it to get worse. I'm kind of concerned. But, I don't really have a lot to do here in the wintertime anyways. I'm not going out for tours. It's not like I can, go to Tim Hortons to grab a coffee, for an excuse to go out. There's really nowhere to go unless I'm going to Home Hardware or the store or the post office. But, snow clearing situation at the back. The back door where I dragged the monster through is not really the easiest place. There's not a lot there. I only have about 10 feet to clear, but that's where the dogs go out. It gets trampled down by the dogs. It gets trampled down by Martin. Taking the dogs out, bringing them in. So it's kind of rough for shoveling when it gets compacted. And I gave up on it last year. It's like, we had so much snow last year. For days I wasn't going out, right? And I think I showed it. I started chiseling through it. It was about a foot deep of hard compacted snow. Ice at the bottom was frozen. I kind of like to keep it clear, but I'm not likely going to go out to do that, unless I'm actually taking the monster out, unless I'm actually going out somewhere. So who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully we won't get as much snow this year. It won't be as crazy as it was. I guess we'll find out. But I got permission to go up on that trail, so that's kind of cool. So hopefully once the warm weather gets back, I might just go up there anyways, even before working on the monster. because it's just the motivation, lack of motivation that I have right now is just it's keeping me from doing like everything. So I guess we'll see. So I'm done my break here. It feels a lot cooler now than it was before. I don't know, it's because of the wind. But yeah, thicker clouds up there. This is kind of what it looked like when I first came out. Almost looked like it was gonna rain, but it's feeling a little bit cooler. So I'm gonna finish off my tour and stop at the store and the post office and then head home. And then my outdoor activities are done for the day. So I don't think I had anything else to talk about. The main thing I wanted to mention was that trail. And I think that was one of the things I wanted to talk about last time I wanted to make a video that just never happened. Because there was a bunch of things I had piling up that I wanted to talk about. That was the main one. So I guess that's it. So I'll finish my tour now.